Okay, well, I could have done this as a Werecamp Rant, but since I'm still busy recording this bleeding Pokemon medley as it already is, I'm just gonna talk about it as myself. So, it seems as though Sears is starting to shut down all their stores. I kind of feel bad for Sears. I'm gonna be honest, I never did bother ordering anything from them. I never did have I don't think I ever had the Sears catalog. But I do know though that back when I lived in Milton though, there existed a Sears back in Milton. Although here in St. Thomas, and St. Thomas is a really quiet town. Nah, doesn't really exist, but we never did seem to have one here in St. Thomas. All we had was just, all we got though was a Zellers and a Giant Tiger, real Canadian Superstore, of course, and a Walmart. But a Sears, it's like, no, never. Although, I do feel kind of bad now that Sears Canada now is like finally starting to liquidate their assets. Eventually now a lot of people are going to be jobless after they finally start shutting down their stores. I just find it sad. Well, it's like this was like one of the greatest Canadian companies ever, and now it's finally going down the tubes, being flushed down the toilet. When I see all these Canadian companies start going under, I just feel like it hurts me inside because you know what though. There are a lot of great companies here in Canada, much better ones as well than what we had in the U.S. You want a prime example of a one in the U.S.? I just mentioned it a minute ago. Zellers. Well, Zellers is not around anymore, but they used to be still. Now, I could have done this as a Werecamp Rant, though, but let's rewind back a few years ago when Zellers finally started shutting down. From what I heard, Target, the company in the U.S., were starting to make their way here into Canada, and they tried to like sell it all to Zellers. Like most of them though, 75% of all the stores though ended up getting shut down at first though, but they were eventually going to be. But Target had this idea about turning them into Targets. In the end, though, Target ended up shooting themselves in the foot because eventually, though, not only they ended up losing a lot of money for converting into Canada, but in the end, they ended up shutting down all their Targets as well in the U.S. That's pretty goddamn sad. Maybe Target may be still around, but I'm just gonna say for now, Target actually about shot themselves on the foot and made their company go bankrupt after that. Heck, there used to even be one at the mall. We even used to have a Zellers at the mall I work at. And every time when I walked right past that, I would see all the exit signs lit up inside. And that kind of creeped me out because it's like everywhere, if you just look inside, it's just pitch black. Except for all these lit up exit signs. Today now though, that store now is finally being converted into a Giant Tiger. Considering we already had one directly in town in the first place. I don't know if they're gonna move that Giant Tiger from downtown into the mall, or we're just gonna start opening up a second one in the mall. I don't know. But that's about something I should bring up. But what am I talking about here? I'm talking about Sears shutting down their stores. It just. Again, though, it hurts me because, like I said, if I see all these Canadian companies go under, it just proves what is good. What is Canada good for today? Like, what do we have that still is a great company now? It just my head and makes me wonder, what do we have here in Canada that is still great? Like Canadian Tire? No. Canadian Tire, for one thing, though, has to have their own kind of currency. I'm not kidding. You get all these paper cent bills from Canadian Tire. Yeah, that's all fine, but come on, people. No one likes to use that kind of crap for when you're at the store. No one. Well, I don't know what else to think of that's great here in Canada. I can't really come up with one. I guess for now the Real Canadian Superstore. When the Real Canadian Superstore finally opened them, started opening their doors about almost 10 years ago. Yeah, it's been almost 10 years now. That company really took off, and it helped them bring them a retailing back to the marketing industry again. Thankfully, that's probably the only good thing that's still keeping our Canadian economy alive, at least. But if that's not the reason, I don't know what is. Well, I didn't want to be making like a ridiculous long video, but I'm gonna just wrap it up here for now. So this is the City Camp Gamer, guys, and I'll see you guys later.